The original mother house burned sometime in 1902 and was replaced by the current mother house shortly after that. That statue has been there approximately 25 years and was originally on the Mary Immaculate Hospital property in Lebanon, Kentucky that the sisters owned at that time. In 1822, the Dominican sisters began their religious community at St. Catharine and established a farm to provide food for the sisters and children attending the academy. This farm ministry continues to the present day, serving the Dominican Sisters of the Mother House, Salisbury Care Center, and St. Catharine College. Although the purpose of the farm was primarily to provide food, the sisters recognized the need to create a ministry that would provide responsible stewardship and sustainable farming practices of the land. They also want to provide collaboration with local communities to discover alternatives to conventional methods of farming that would be both ecological and economic. In 2009, the farm became an agricultural district, which means that it will remain in farming until 2014. At that time, the agreement can be renewed, furthering the progression to having the land permanently preserved. There are currently a total of 312 cattle, made up of adult cows with calves and foal-weaned calves of several different breeds, including Angus, Charolais, Simmental, and Hereford. The bulls are Angus and Hereford. The bull breeds were chosen because they produce smaller cows, which require less feed and produce better calves. The farm grows the alfalfa, orchard grass, and corn that is fed to the cattle. A plan for which grasses and crops are to be planted is coordinated through the Tri-County Extension agents and specialists from the University of Kentucky. The farm has become a recognized beef producer in the state and has been recognized for its sustainable practices.
I'd like to introduce Dennis Morgerson, who works at the Cooperative Extension Office here in Springfield near St. Catharine Farm. And he's going to talk with us about some opportunities potentially in the future for some diversification.
Catharine Farm is centrally located in Kentucky. We're within 3/4 of the population of the United States with an 8-hour drive. It's within 60 miles of Louisville and Lexington, the two biggest cities in Kentucky. To give you an idea of the food variety or the local food here, Louisville has a $3 billion food economy. St. Catharine is within 60 miles of that. So basically, the sky's the limit with the movement right now with local food. St. Catharine can grow just about any crop that you can grow in these areas. They do cattle now. They can do any of the fruit and vegetable crops around here. Food market in Louisville is $3 billion. That's their food economy there. If you can just get a minute piece of that, St. Catharine will have a big market there.
Then what about educational opportunities with classrooms or agritourism?
St. Catharine has, with the college being there and with the farm there, there's a lot of educational opportunities. People can come out, they can go walk around the farm, they can see how ag is done, how they can see cattle. They can come out with a pumpkin patch that's going to be there and have a day out at the farm. Agritourism, there's field days there every couple of years where farmers can come out and see the new ag practices.
Okay, if St. Catharine's puts in, say, for example, an orchard, there'd be educational opportunities there for producers?
Right, an orchard at St. Catharine would be a really good opportunity for our area. There are no commercial orchards within probably 40 miles of Springfield. What will happen there is, even as being an extension, we can have classes out there at the orchard to teach pruning techniques, spraying techniques, new varieties. There's a lot of opportunity for education in the orchard area. Any commercial vegetable production or fruit production in our area would be really well for educational opportunities.
And then we've actually surveyed some teachers, and they think that the educational opportunities there for school children would be good.
Yes, as far as like a pumpkin patch, kids could go out, the smaller kids could go out and walk around, see the pumpkins, actually take some pumpkins home. Then they can see some farming practices that they may not be aware of in our area. They can get a day out, ride around the farm on a wagon with hay bales and just see things that they're not used to seeing up close.
There are 2 lakes which were originally purposed for water for the mother house, Salisbury, and the college. The lakes provide water for emergency or disaster situations and water for cattle should other sources not be available. The lakes are stocked with bass, bluegill, and crappie fish. Twice a year, fish are caught and served to the Sisters of the Mother House and residents of Sandsbury Care Center. A wetland area of 20 acres was created to take runoff through a series of diversion ditches and prevent erosion and flooding of the land. This area provides food and shelter to turkeys, ducks, geese, deer, and a variety of other birds. The riparian buffer zone is a 50-foot band of land on both sides of Cartwright Creek throughout the property. This area prevents fertilizer spread on the planted fields and pastures from running into the creek and contaminating water sources. The farm worked with the Division of Forestry to establish 80 acres of managed woodland. This provides wildlife habitat in addition to growth of timber in a planned program which will evolve throughout the coming years. In 2010, a greenhouse was constructed. A variety of vegetable plants and resulting vegetables are grown and sold locally to individuals and restaurants. The farm participates in the State Roadside Stand Program and Kentucky Proud, which are marketing divisions of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture. The focus is to develop relationships which allow producers to find markets for their products within the state. A pumpkin patch will be planted and utilized for coordination with local school children in the fall of 2012. The children will learn more about where their food comes from. In 2009, 4 beehives were installed on the farm, and an additional 3 hives were installed this spring. These have provided honey, which is sold locally, and assisted pollination of the crops and gardens. Nationally and locally, people are concerned about how and where their food is raised and under what conditions. St. Catharine Farm provides high-quality beef raised without antibiotics, steroids, or hormones. The farm intends to continue to provide beef to sell to the community with an ongoing emphasis on stewardship of the land and the environment, as well as becoming a self-sufficient ministry. Our mission statement: to give witness to the wonders of God's creation and the vitality and fertility of the living system, to provide the healthy food for those who dwell on this land, to be a learning center through the farm's witness to a reverent spirituality through the earth, to responsible stewardship and sustainable farming practices, to collaborate with our local farms and search to discover alternatives to conventional methods of family farming that are sustainable both ecologically and economically.